All right, Big Man, today is Monday. It is January 16th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. It is Snake Draft Monday. Full crew today. Obviously, it's myself, White Sox Dave. It is Chief. It is Carl. We have no guests today. We're kicking it old school. It's just the four of us. Four-man draft. Obviously, you probably heard the announcement last Thursday on Redline Radio. Carl, I don't know if you want to touch on anything.
Yeah.
But you're going to the desert, man.
I am. I'm going out west to Arizona for spring training for the World Baseball Classic. Part of a bigger, we'd say like consolidation, rebrand, umbrella, roll-up for Barstool baseball coverage. A plan I have in place to kind of tap into the fact we've got like 2 to 3 dozen very talented, passionate baseball fans across Barstool. So I'm putting together this project that we'll see how this goes. But step one. Sorry, boys. I'm getting the fuck out of Chicago for 2 months.
Peacing out.
Yeah. So, as a regular on the Snake Draft, this will be the last day as a regular, but you'll still be popping in from time to time. And, it's, I guess you'll hang him up as the winningest one. I think we lost track of the record a long time ago once Richie Weber hung it up, but I think you definitely still have the most wins.
And there's a time when the passion for a win was much stronger, but as I've gotten older and more experienced, the only statistic I care about is games played, drafts played, time showed up, and just getting in here and mixing it up. I will say I do, on Redline, want to emphasize, how do you say the word? Is it emeritus?
Emeritus?
Is that it?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
The word that I just said, emeritus.
Well,
it sounds like emeritus, like emeritus. You're like a professor emeritus.
Yeah. Like
okay.
I want like some kind of derivative. What is it?
Emeritus.
I want some derivative emeritus status, but not the official title because I can't say the word.
Yeah, long time. Guess what draft this is? I did the notes, and I believe I'm accurate. Guess what draft this is?
178.
No.
Are we playing Price is Right?
That's what I was going to ask.
Sure.
Oh.
I'll say, because I remember we did our 100th, but I don't remember when that was. So I'll just go above Carl and do that strategy. I'll say 185.
Dave.
I'm going to say 157.
Okay, you're all over.
I'll take one. I'd like to rebid. This is our second draft.
You're all very over because last year was our 100th episode in January.
Okay.
This is the, according to our calculation, of course, our stat guy could be wrong. I believe this is our 147th draft.
What did I say, 157?
Yeah, you were the closest, Dave.
Well, you're still over. So you're
Is a percentage of total minutes of Dog Walk published, though? I know that's just only Mondays, but do you think that the Snake Draft is over or under, let's say, 50% of total minutes published?
Under. It'd have to be.
Under.
Yeah. More than half, though.
Because when it was the 15-minute little hitters, that was pre-Snake Draft, and then those went away, and then every episode was just long.
I'm like 14 episodes away from 1,000.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's a lot of fucking episodes in general. So
do you know when? So people listening, if they wanted to send you something, if people wanted to commemorate you for 1,000 episodes of anything,
it's a lot of episodes. It's a lot of fucking episodes.
It should fall on February 1st if we stick to this Friday episode.
Yeah, we're doing a little bonus, like Chicago episode, so I don't know how many people are tuning in for that because it is a national show, and I'm just giving, Chicago people a little taste of local flavor on Fridays now.
But national people, they like to throw stones at Chicago, so maybe if you're going to throw those stones, you should be listening to this so you can get yourself informed a little bit.
Good point, Mr. Chief.
Yeah.
Good point, Mr. Chief. But yeah, 147 is a lot of fucking drafts, man. It's a lot of drafts.
Will we ever get a podium in here and like an official commissioner that can read off the picks? Because that, you know how bad I want that.
I hope so. I have
somebody who could just get roasted and booed and the audience can hate him.
I hope so. I think I got some ideas. I got some ideas up the sleeve.
Big John.
We will Big John would be great. Big John will have him back in the draft.
This fucking pick.
I don't think Big John delivers like the villain aspect that Goodell and Bettman do. Like, who hates Big John? Everybody loves Big John. He'd be the most popular commissioner who ever lived.
Yeah, he would be a great commissioner. Hey, shut the fuck up. He would be able to,
he should be.
He'd be great. He'd go right back at the boobers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of drafts. And like obviously 147. You know, topics are getting lean. But I still have a lot of great ones, and a lot of people sent me a lot of good ones. And if you have more, you could DM them. You could send me an email, Eddie@barstoolsports.com.
I would like to start keeping track of the standings again in 2023, starting last episode.
We could do that. There could be a lot of
Did you win?
I did.
Now that Carl's gone, now that Carl's like,
watch. I leave now. All of a sudden, it's gonna come back power rankings and fucking graphics.
Yeah.
Well, like you beat us to a fucking pulp. So now we have like a new fucking.
It's a new season.
Like that happened so long ago. It happened to somebody else. So now we're into 2023.
Yeah.
I think I'm 1-0.
But obviously, for all reasons, the snake drafts are, I will say, a special piece of fucking thing that we like stumbled upon. COVID because we like didn't have guests and we like ran out of stuff to do, and so 147 is a lot, but especially if you told us the day when we were doing the first one or when we made our first.
It was HBO,
list,
right?
I think it was,
something like that, and it lasted like 24 minutes.
Yeah. It was
I feel like we've gone 24 minutes. We haven't even started the show.
The amount of like YouTube play we've gotten out of this, and the amount of clips and controversy and blogs, never in 1,000 years would have thought that it would come from us sitting around making lists together. So
it was N64 games, I believe.
Was draft one?
Yeah.
Is that just real quick? There's a story. My buddy was playing Donkey Kong a lot, and he had beat the game, and his brother accidentally deleted it one time.
He didn't accidentally delete it. He deleted it intentionally, and I beat the shit out of him, and it still pisses me off to this day about it.
And these two
How many
brothers,
golden bananas did you have?
two brothers fought so hard. I think it's a natural transition to the topic of today's show, Ed, brotherly love.
You're right, and that's why it was a dealer's choice today. I was like, Carl, I'm giving you the ball. What do you want? And you're like, it's only right. Since the running joke is how many times you brought up your brothers, we're drafting brothers. So we're going out on brothers here.
Shout out, Brian.
It's only because garages
you're going to be rotated in
subject.
like other people, you know?
You know what? Suck my dick, though, because we talked before the show, and we were reminiscing about a warm memory. Like, you spent Christmas in that garage with me, David.
That is true. It's a great garage. But it also hit home because I walked in it for the first time, and I saw the orange space heater, and that's the exact like make and model that my dad has in his garage with the same shitty chairs, the same shitty table, the same shitty TV. It was like this is home.
And it's like you have to alternate between we're getting cold / we're getting lightheaded from the fumes.
We're like having carbon monoxide poisoning. Yeah.
And hey, a Vizio under 50 inches is in a shitty TV. It's affordable and sensible. Shout out Costco. Okay.
1 second. I'm going to do a little stat check on what was the actual first draft. Okay.
I feel like I thought
it was
HBO.
N64 games.
It was.
It was N64 games followed by top 5 school lunches, and those both went approximately 24 minutes each.
And we got yelled at for doing them.
Yeah, that's a very fun fact. We didn't get yelled at.
Yeah,
but,
like hey, you guys probably should.
Like I remember talking to like some of our data folk, and they were like, hey, like what's going on? Because I like to check in, being like, hey, what's working, what's not. And this just like show, and then they were like, yeah, like maybe like peel back on the drafts, guys. Like don't maybe don't do those as much.
No, who said that?
I'm not gonna. It's one of my favorite people at the company, so I'm not gonna out them.
Fucking Greer.
But it's one of my. No, it was not Greer. It was not Greer.
Yeah. It was Rudy, wasn't it?
It was not Rudy. One of my favorite people at the company, so I'm not gonna out them. But they were wrong, and always trust your intuition, not the whatever.
Trust your gut.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point on that. But yeah, we'll talk more about the future of Mondays and whatnot next week and everything. But yeah, we could kind of get things underway and everything like that today. And Chief, congrats on last week.
Thank
by
you,
the way, buddy.
Sounds.
Great graphic by Ken Jack, by the way.
He really nailed
Great
that one.
graphic. The sound graphic. Ken Jack also doesn't get enough credit here for making a great graphic.
I
every
agree.
week.
Who did? Was it Danny that made like the victory graphic that put my body into the eye for
That
Pixar?
was a good. Yeah,
That was nice
I thought
too.
that was nice too.
it's usually a little lamp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just me. I don't know what that picture's from, but it was just me standing there like perfect posture as the eye.
That was good.
Yeah.
Ken Jack is so good at the important stuff of this job.
The little
making
subtle-
graphics and the video aspects and knowing like
It's
you can sit around and talk about ideas, like he can actually fucking execute it. I think that's like more underrated than
the graphic is like a little Where's Waldo joke from Ken Jack. Like you have to like sift through, like you go through each round, like, oh, there's
Yeah.
Ken Jack's joke.
he's
Yeah.
so good. He's like taking pleasure in these inside jokes on the graphic,
Yeah.
while the graphics are high quality. So that thank you, Ken Jack, for helping us.
Big thank you. All right, then. Let's get this thing underway. Harry is number 1 through 4 behind his back. Carl, what number
4.
is it?
No.
Chief.
2.
Yes.
I will take. I'm throwing off because it's like there's only the 4 of us in this one. I'll go first overall, I guess.
Dave.
3.
No.
2.
No.
1,
Yes.
taking the 4th spot.
1 or 2, Dave.
2.
Yes.
2.
All right, that puts me in the 3 hole. Order is Chief, White Sox Dave, Eddie, Carl. The Brothers Draft 147 is underway. Chief, lead us off.
Nothing more important or greatest innovation maybe of the 20th century. Flight. I'm taking the Wright brothers. Love the Wright brothers. Don't even know their names off the top of my head. You say Wright, the next person says brothers. That is probably the epitome of
You
just
know their
two.
names though.
Wilbur?
In Orville.
Orville? Okay. Yeah, but it's not like you say Wright brothers. You don't like distinguish it.
They're together. They're like Siamese twins.
And I don't know.
And
like,
also, we should know fictional and
Yes,
real
yeah, and
are
real.
on the board. Sorry, everybody.
And
I should have said that.
But
lot
these
of-
are real brothers. They invented
Yeah.
Flight Ed.
Right. And it's like you also like usually when you have like brothers, right? There's like a dominant brother and like the other brother who's like kind of along for the ride. Like there's usually one star brother. I don't know if one of them was like a better, more influential person on the thing of flight. I don't know a lot about the Wright brothers, but you always just lump them together. So to me, kind of equal partners, invented airplane, air travel, all that shit came from the Wright brothers. Wright brothers first overall, best brothers.
Could not have a more Chief pick 1 overall than the Wright brothers.
I think it's a good pick.
Important. They're important.
They're
I'd say
important,
so.
but it's. Was anyone taking the Wright brothers in the first
They're on
round?
the
here?
list. Maybe not the first round.
You guys don't value air travel, I
Dave?
guess.
Well, interesting. I think when was the first flight? 1910.
I think it was a little bit before that.
Yeah,
Let's look it up.
probably a tick before that. Have you ever seen like
But then it was like
old-
60 years later we were on the
old
moon.
video of like primitive
1903,
flights?
December 17th, 1903.
They were trying so hard. They were building birds like shit, flapping wings to fly and stuff like that. It was
Da Vinci had like a model for a plane.
people have been trying to fly
Yeah.
for
These
millennia.
guys figured it out.
They
It's
did.
huge.
I don't
Number
hate
one
it.
brothers.
The innovation came from the bicycle industry. So you'd meet together the aviation enthusiasts, and so people that were like bicycle mechanics and bicycle manufacturers and experts of their time, because they had like the sense of self-propelling
Yeah.
gears and stuff, and that was the original technology the Wright brothers used. They were bicycle mechanics and bicycle experts who would meet with other aviation enthusiasts in their free time to talk about like developments and trying to fly. And they're the guys who cracked through. Now, there's huge controversy between who gets to claim the Wright brothers. I'll ask you guys. Ohio wants to claim them because they were born in Ohio. North Carolina claims them. They both claim them.
I thought maybe St. Louis does
Will
too.
Compton talked
No,
about
that's
this
Charles
in the
Lindbergh.
bowl game show about it was something about like, or maybe PFT did, but interested, do you think North Carolina gets to claim them because their first flight was there, or Ohio because they were born in Ohio?
I know. Have you been to that Raleigh airport?
No, but I
They-
have been to Kitty Hawk where they did the first flight. My dad drove us there and was like, this hill is where they flew, and there's like people walking around taking pictures of a hill. It's maybe the worst tourist fucking attraction of all time. But we went and stared at that hill.
The Raleigh airport has like bi-wing planes like hanging from the ceiling, so you feel like you're in a museum a little bit. So like they're really trying to capture that. Like, hey, this started right here.
Ohio doesn't need it. This has been
Ohio might need it.
I don't know. Ohio's got a lot of stuff, man. Ohio State football.
Yeah, that's about it.
Who's first in flight on the license? Is that North Carolina?
Yeah.
So that is an interesting little beef they got between those two states.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people it's Kentucky hate that we claim land of Lincoln.
Because he's born there?
Yeah.
Well, he left as soon as he could. He had a dirt floor. He had to get the fuck out of there.
And what's Amelia Earhart? She's just the first female aviator?
She
Trans-Pacific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they never found her.
She's a female pilot.
We ever done an episode on her?
Whatever happened to Amelia
I think we did more about
Earhart?
What?
I think we did more about her baby, right?
No, that was Lindbergh.
Lindbergh, yeah.
Yeah,
sorry,
Amelia Earhart like disappeared and no one ever found it.
Yeah.
Maybe we did not do one.
Yeah, circle back.
Sorry.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
One overall.
But you don't. Are you an airplane guy? You prefer driving?
That's true.
That's true. If it's 6 or under, I'm driving.
Yeah. You know what else I love about these guys, or the aviation in general? This was 1903, and then by like 1963, we were flying in outer space. 60 years. And to go from like this little thing going like 20 miles an hour to being like, well, now we're trying to get to the moon. Yeah.
I respect the Wright brothers, but
you should.
You absolutely should, Ed.
And they deserve to go number 1 overall.
All right. White Sox, Dave.
I'm going with Arthur and Tommy Shelby.
You're not going to take Finn? Who's the other one? John?
Yeah, like you could take the Shelby brothers.
Yeah, I guess it would be all the Shelbys.
I don't watch a show, but like you get the whole stable. Like I said, like it's
I
not
guess
like,
just
How's a St.
but-
Pat kid not fucking watch that show?
I'm not a fucking
Ed,
They're English.
You would fucking love this show, man.
It's like the type of show you and
everybody
your
tells
buddies
me.
sit around on the weekend like, yo, can you believe Arthur this week? Like, shut up.
That's what everyone tells me.
Good show.
I'll get to it.
It's
Yeah.
quick
I'll get
too.
to it.
I mean, it's only
6 episodes a season.
But
Yeah.
I feel like an hour of Peaky Blinders is like 3 hours of a regular show. I'm exhausted watching those episodes.
Because of subtitles?
They talk so fast, yeah.
Do they?
Nah, you need subtitles.
I didn't use subtitles, but a lot of people do.
Did you watch Banshees of Inisherin or whatever?
Not yet, but it's on my list.
It's very good.
Yeah.
But put the subtitles on.
Yeah.
Big time.
College
Isn't that
Farrell.
winning a bunch of awards or no?
Yeah, it won something. It won
know
a Golden
Colin Farrell
Globe. I
won
don't know
something.
like if people care about the Golden Globes, but
I don't, personally.
But do you, Ed? Do you care about the
I mean the Oscars is the fucking
Yeah, that's the A1. But yeah, Arthur and Tommy Shelby. I didn't even think about Finn or John, but they're kind of ancillary anyways. But I think that
Is that true?
I don't
Finn
think
more
John.
than John.
John's
John
pretty
was fucking
instrumental.
executed by the Italian guy.
in the haystack.
Well, now I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay,
Nah.
pal.
You gotta watch it.
You gotta
man.
watch.
I just told you an Italian guy whacked somebody, and now you don't want to watch it? Johnny
English
fucking Goodfellow over here?
Who is the guy? Who is the actor?
Adrian Brody.
Adrian Brody. Yeah.
Who
that-
I actually liked in the role. People hate it.
I
thought
thought
he was
he
fine.
was so fucking corny
so
in that show.
creepy.
He was so corny with the toothpick. It's
And
like too much, man.
Great villain name. What was
Big
his
time
name?
schnoz.
The biggest schnoz. But is there any objections to my first
No,
overall
no,
selection?
Open the doors for all brothers here.
I can't shit on it. I can't
Celebrate
say one
them.
way or the other. So
I mean, if you saw the
Who
show,
wins
you
in a
could-
Who wins in a fist fight healthy? Not liquored up Arthur. Say they're both healthy.
Arthur. But Tommy, well, Arthur's all. I have this rule. I think it's just a rule of the world that the older brother, no matter how much bigger or stronger or faster than the younger brother is, he will always be able to kick the younger brother's ass.
That's because you have a younger brother. That's
Yeah.
why you
But
feel
that's-
that way. If
that's-
you had an older brother, you'd be like, I'd beat the fucking shit out of you.
But you're the younger brother, so
I
you
know.
don't think that way.
I know.
But it's just the rule of the world. I think that
I think Dave's right.
Tommy.
yeah, this is a big draft for all you guys.
Arthur-
I don't have brothers. I think I'm the only one. You guys
Yeah,
have
but
brothers.
you and your friends are pretty fucking close.
Yeah, that's true. And all my friends don't have brothers.
That's
it's
why you
weird.
guys are such
A
close
lot of my
friends.
close friends don't have brothers.
You guys find that unity from one another.
That's kind of interesting and weird that I thought about.
Yeah.
You want to reflect more on it? We don't have to keep drafting. This could pivot into a fucking
yeah,
bad
to like
special.
a therapy.
147 would just scrap the draft.
Psychoanalysis.
That's interesting. Well, a lot of them do have brothers too, for the record. All right, it's to me. The Shelby brothers off the board.
Yeah,
Wright
all your
brothers
friends
off
who
the
have a
board.
brother right now are going, I'm not.
What the fuck? No, I mean,
Ed?"
I do have a lot of close friends with brothers too. Okay, to me, I'm between two, and I really don't want you to take one that I think you might take, so I'm going to take it here. I'm going to go with the Brothers of Destruction. I'm going to go with the Undertaker and Kane. And I know neither of you.
No, I wasn't going to take that.
Okay, neither of you can relate to this, but you got to at least give me some love if you weren't going to take it, because nobody is scarier than the Brothers of Destruction. I still say, like, if I was in the middle of a ring and that music hit and the lights blacked out, I would shit my pants.
What music? Can you give?
So
The lights go out and it's like a bell.
Is it like the Hell's Bells?
Right? Isn't
Like
that Undertaker's?
AC/DC?
song, yep. No, well, he did. He came out to Kid Rock at one point.
And then an organ played. There was
Yeah.
2 bells and an organ that would play mysterious music. I'm not gonna say Halloween, but like graveyard fucking music.
Ooh.
And then smoke and purple lights and strobe lights underneath the smoke, and it'd be so dark, and he'd come out, and the only thing you could fucking see would be like his eyes.
I
And
got
it'd
the
be
chills
so
just
dark,
listening.
and the hair's fucking wet, and it's like dripping, and he's walking out in a big leather cloak. He's so terrifying, and his colors are all black with a little bit of purple accents. It's terrifying.
I really fucked up by not getting into
I know.
that as a kid.
I always say this too.
You
I
did.
always say this.
It's awesome.
You did, dude.
Undertaker was so cool, and in hindsight, now as we're older, I think you could say he's pound for pound or the number one when you take in the entire length of his career. Like, he fucking sold out for like 3 decades. He could sell out a massive stadium.
Who, Undertaker?
Yeah.
And I mean, Kane too. Like Kane was different. They were billed as like from the 7th Glacier of Hell or in Death Valley, like just a whole storyline. And I know, like, you know, watch, but for people who do watch, who did watch, the way that they like introduced these characters and the way they introduced Kane as his brother was just like masterful. And like they always talk about how they did it was like one of the best things that WWF at the time has like ever done.
And they're both 7-footers. So they were both but athletic.
Like legit?
Yeah.
Yep.
I
But
did
super,
not know that.
super athletic, because there were other super big guys, right? That's their MO, is just they're these massive.
The brawn. Yeah.
But then you'd get Kane and Undertaker in there, and they could do the moves. They could do the power bombs and the suplexes, and they could climb on the ropes and do the fucking leg drops and stuff that most of bigger guys. I mean, I don't know if you'd call
I
them
know
like
what you mean.
revolutionary for WWF, but
I
it
know
was
what you
just
mean.
they were so fucking big and cool. Now, when did Kane come? How late was
Kane
it?
came in like
8, 9?
96, 97, something like that. And I believe it was one of those years. And it was just like Undertaker was so perfect. And for them to seamlessly transition like this brother character was...
I thought, did Kane kill his brother and like Undertaker went away for a year? Well, I'll figure
He
it out.
burned him or something. And that's why he wore the mask. And that's why he couldn't talk. And it was just, I don't know. It was just one of the cool... And then it turned into a tag team. Brother, I don't know. It was one of the best introduced storylines of WWF history, I think. So yeah, Undertaker and Kane, happy to have them first rounders. Carl.
Dave, I'm taking Band of Brothers.
Fuck you. I had it on my list to
I
talk
knew
about.
It's on my list as
I
well.
was going to let one of
101st
you guys
Airborne?
sneak this in the 3rd or 4th round. It's
I
the
didn't want to
best
take it because I
miniseries
thought Ed
ever
would
of
cry
all
about
time.
it.
Of all time.
I thought there would be vetoes about this one too.
I'm
I'm not
You can't.
vetoing
Those
it.
are brothers.
If you ask
I would
those
agree.
guys,
That counts.
are those my brothers? They say those
That
are my
counts.
brothers.
Yeah,
definitely
I'm
counts.
not.
I don't care if there's
vetoing.
no blood relation. They're brothers.
I was prepared to fight for this one.
I
If
was
it-
gonna
if-
fist fight my
Yeah.
next pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want any.
Fuck you.
I would just like to focus on how great of a miniseries it is.
I just finished it again a week ago.
These are real men. These people existed. The stuff that they did is real. And it's still like the most unbelievable fucking thing you've ever seen. Like Game of Thrones is more believable than some of the shit these guys
Yeah.
did. Baston fighting in fucking
Dave's hat
which
looks
fighting
like-
in basically the equivalent of this
Yeah.
like
Like the
hooded
army.
sweatshirt
Yeah.
for 2 months in the
Dave's hat right now looks like it was from Baston.
Kind of a little
Yeah.
bit. I just watched a scene now where they're about to enter Bastogne, and that was when the Germans were pushing up the bulge. And the one guy, they're walking the opposite direction after the major at the time, because Dick Winters wasn't the major yet. And they're all looking at him. They're like, "Where the fuck you guys going? We got to go defend the front line." And he's like, "Dude, we just got fucking slaughtered." And he's like, "Give me your ammo. Give me your ammo." He's like,
Yeah.
"You're gonna need it." And then they're like, "All right, we're going into the forest." And these other American soldiers just got fucking obliterated. I just watched it like an hour ago.
My favorite.
And it still gives me the chills, and I've seen the series 1,000 times.
Well, it's
now.
better the more you watch it because you kind of have an understanding when you go back and you're like,
Yeah.
kind of see the
So,
character. Like the
the-
first episode after you watch it, like I didn't know shit about Dick Winters the first time I watched it. So then when you go back and you watch the first episode and you see like
The
how Dick
development.
Winters exercises his leadership in small capacities and it just keeps growing and growing. There's a lot of those cool things.
My favorite, it's like a real story from that Battle of Bastogne, Battle of the Bulge, is when the Germans like offer terms of surrender,
And nuts.
and they just reply one word back: nuts.
Nuts.
Like, get the fuck
Nuts.
out of here. We're still fighting. It's awesome.
You still haven't seen it? Ed wouldn't appreciate it as much as I don't think is.
Whoa.
I don't. But that's not even a dig.
Come on, we're talking about it.
That's not even a dig at him. I don't think he would, because he doesn't. That's just not up his alley like it is for the three of us. But I mean, the entire story is incredible. It's
great.
I just the last actual act, like he was portrayed in the movie. He died in 2019, and he was 99 years old.
Damn.
He was the last of the band of brothers to be surviving. So yeah, I was ready to fucking fight tooth and nail for that pick.
I feel like a real
But
asshole.
as soon as Ed took the Undertaker and
I feel
came
like
with
a
it,
real asshole.
No Brothers. Hasn't watched Band of Brothers. Hasn't watched Peaky
Yeah,
Blinders.
but also you guys should feel like an asshole for not watching wrestling too.
I said
so.
that. I said it was a regret. But I can't go back in time. You could watch all this shit now.
I know.
you could technically. I've been told you can.
And
do
I think
that.
I'll appreciate Brandon Brothers. Fuck you, Dave.
You'd watch it
I
and
get
you'd be
your
like
point.
it was awesome.
I know you're not. I know
but
you're
like
not trying to
I
be
go
a
down
bad.
rabbit holes on.
Yeah, I know you're not. I know
You know,
I know what
looking
you're
up
saying.
the
Yeah.
backstory of
I know.
each
Yeah, I understand.
soldier and
All right.
yeah.
Carl?
Fuck.
I didn't
man.
want these guys in the first round because they are kind of cheesy, but who the fuck's not taking the Manning brothers?
Oh, okay.
Peyton,
Thought you were going somewhere else.
Eli. Okay, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
No, but that's good.
Are we falling flat here? Both have won Super Bowls. I think they're the only brothers to win Super Bowls.
Certainly as
Like that.
quarterbacks.
Family legacy. Ooh, this pick could have gone better.
No.
Damn.
I don't.
No, I like the pick, and I don't think I would have liked it before the Manning cast became a thing. That has really given them, at least in my eyes, like
love
a big glow up. Like, I love the Manning the old broadcast.
Like Carl and I talked about this a while back. Like I know you can't do that now because he's passed, but for baseball, their bleeding viewership. Two juiced up 1990 brothers like Jason and Jeremy Giambi would have been electrifying as a ripoff from the Manning brothers, because the Manning brothers are fucking awesome at that.
Are they? I think Jeremy passed.
Yeah.
right?
He did. I said that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because that would
But
be
we-
funny if they were just like fucking like juiced out of their skulls.
Huge dips in.
He's like, this guy fucking. No, but they're too They'd be like too respectful. You'd have to have like a really disrespectful baseball attitude. I don't know how many of those are. Like the Manning boys, like Peyton is interesting
Also,
because
watch yourself, Dave. What if I was going to go with the Giambis?
little tip.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Like Peyton was so good that it allows him to kind of have fun with the product, where he's in such a small group of former football players that can be like that really stand alone as like the most dominant of their time, I guess.
He's argued as one of the GOATs.
Yeah, they
Maybe
are.
the GOAT.
They're so unique, where they're so successful and not complete drips.
Mm-hmm.
Where it works.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, like he can have fun with it because
Yes.
it's like he's so good he doesn't have to be serious.
Yeah.
Where like so many of these fucking guys are like, well, you know, every day you gotta get up, you gotta grind.
But at
It's
the
one day at a time.
same time, like when you watch a Manning cast, the entertainment factor is absolutely there, but you're always learning something. Like I'm no football expert by any means, and the way they break it down in kind of layman's terms is awesome. I love the Manning cast. I don't care if it's a game between like 2, 3, and 14 teams. You know, I'll watch it just because those guys are great.
I could have been. I'm looking at. I could have.
Why?
Well, I mean, I could have gone late. Football brother. You got to have football brothers. You got to have a football family. I feel like that. Maybe you guys don't have to, but I felt like football is where is such a strong, like brotherhood. Beat up on the younger brother.
I feel it. I got one that I really want.
For football?
Yeah.
I got a football one too.
You do?
I do. But I don't know.
I think I know where Ed's going.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, see, you go there right now. If you got a better football one.
I don't know if I want to. I might want to wait it out. I got a real chalky one right now that I think looks great on my board.
Mm-hmm.
And I might wait. But if I wait and you take it, I'll be fucking really sad because I really want these guys.
Okay.
So do I run that risk and go chalk and get a fucking beautiful board? That's the risk of the draft.
I'm gonna take the
Also,
Irish Christian brothers here.
You gotta. I'd be remiss not to mention this. You do get Cooper as well, that deadbeat loser
You do.
brother.
Yeah, you have to take Cooper.
Yeah, you got to take Cooper.
And the injury concerns that come with it. But then do I get his kid?
That's the thing. You
Arch.
get Cooper's gene pool, which you get Arch. Yeah. It's prodigy. Progeny? Whatever.
Progeny?
I think progeny means like your line, right?
I don't know
Progeny?
if progeny's a word. Prodigy.
I think progeny is a word in like those George R. Martin novels.
Progeny, a descendant or the descendants of a person, animal, or plant. Offspring. So,
All
yes.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm going to pray that Chief does not take it.
I'm going to try to take it. I'm not, like, I'm going to go back to back. One of them is going to be one of my football.
Take 2 football.
You're going to take
Double-
2
go
football
double
families?
No.
football.
I
Go
only,
double
I only
football.
have 1 football on my list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Give me a hint.
No.
No,
No.
don't do
I
that
only
to
have
me.
1 football. That sounds like something my 1 football.
Oh, really? You do that
Go
to
double
me?
football.
I mean, they're next up on my board.
All right, fine. I'm taking the football now.
Fuck.
I can't
Dramaticus.
run the risk of not getting these guys.
Martine.
I'm taking those fucking barbaric fucking animals, Rex and Rob Ryan.
God damn it.
Is that who you want? Is
Yeah.
it?
I had-
No, that's not who you had.
I swear to God, that's what I
Thank
had.
God
And
I took him.
I have another set of football brothers, though. It's
Okay,
just not
good.
as good. So I was lying about only having 1 football brother.
Okay,
'Cause I
good.
was hoping I could lure you
Is
into like,
that
I'll
who?
get it
that,
later.
that was really who it is?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did you just try and play defense?
I was trying to play a little defense, yeah.
Rex and Rob Ryan. Those fucking animals.
First of all, kind of fuck you for saying that wouldn't look good on your graphic. Should I take something chalk that's going to look good on my graphic, or should I take the football one?
But
that looks incredible on your graphic.
I know it does, but if I could get them in a different round too and get another heavy hitter,
Fuck.
like they look great in the third too. What can I say about these motherfuckers? Pounding in Nashville bars, looking like Santa Claus, sucking feet, just fucking lap banding it
Dude,
up, like you know what I mean? Like
they had
I just
like
fucking love the Ryan brothers.
They
so
had like a
much.
5-6 year run where they were like, you knew like how many teams can you name the defensive coordinator? You always knew where the Ryan brothers were.
Yes, it is
They're
a
great
fucking
content.
travesty that the Ryan brothers never coached the Chicago Bears.
That was also the greatest season of Hard Knocks ever, I feel like, too.
Yeah.
Was the Jets. Like,
Let's go get a goddamn
get a
snack.
goddamn snack.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I love the Ryan brothers. Kane and Undertaker and Rex Ryan and Rob Ryan on my board is like a dream come true right now. It's a dream come true.
I mean,
Carl, you'd like that.
you're
pick.
tipping the
Yeah,
scales.
dude, that's a really good. I'm sitting here. I don't like Peyton Manning right now. I don't want Peyton Manning.
Tell you
I
what,
don't-
the Wright brothers plan's not getting off the ground if your board is riding.
You have a strong listen. If we have Kane, Undertaker, Rob, and Rex, our work's cut out for us.
Yeah.
I can't let Eddie win this. Eddie doesn't have a brother.
I love these motherfuckers. Well, this is like,
Like your dream brothers.
this is
Yeah.
like my dream brothers, and this is like the Irish shit draft.
Could you imagine if you were Kane
true.
and Undertaker's little brother?
Fuck.
That'd
on.
it'd be crazy. I basically Paul Bear. Come on. I fucking love the Ryan brothers.
God damn.
Those beautiful bastards. White Sox, Dave. You got no love for the Ryan brothers?
Yeah, I like the Ryan brothers.
All right.
And I mean,
I'm so
like
happy I took them.
football royalty to an extent.
Oh,
That
I
whole family.
I should have just shut the fuck up.
All right, dumb question. Did Buddy play in the NFL?
No, I don't think so.
You don't. I don't know that.
Is he like too? I thought he was like too old to play in the NFL.
He might have been. It
I don't
started
know.
in,
It's been
like,
around since the 20s.
no, I mean, yeah, he could have played. Like, it's been around forever, but it's in different forms.
He coached D-line at the University of Buffalo in the 60s.
Buddy Ryan did.
Yeah.
What type of job was that?
You
What, he was probably sleeping in dorms? Has a fucking
Buddy
meat
walked so
meal
Mac can run.
They even have water?
Like, they had a D-line coach in the 60s.
Yeah. Dave.
So are we just gonna go 3 football families in a row? Because I'll get my next pick. I'll go with the Gronks.
Yeah, they had to go.
I mean, it's
Top heavy, too top heavy.
It's very top heavy for sure. But I mean, Gronk, he's one of the all-time characters the NFL's ever had. Even though I do hate him for lying to Ed and I on Barstool Chicago Radio a couple years ago.
The Gronks are a great pick. They had to get drafted, but I feel like they lost luster after going after the Ryans.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You know?
I think my next pick should kind of make up for it, but I
didn't have the
continuity
Gronks on my
purposes-
list.
Really?
Yeah.
No, the Gronks are like, you gotta love the
They
Gronks.
had a nice Shark Tank appearance by them.
I didn't see that.
The whole family. Yeah, this is probably
For
like
what?
5 years ago. They had some kind of fucking shaker for like protein shake smoothies. It was like a container. I don't know. It's fine.
I heard in
fucked
Buffalo
You
the
did?
Patrick Kane's family and the Gronkowski family are like the Capulets of the Montagues.
I've heard that story before too, so we probably heard it from the same person.
Yo,
But there's no Romeo and Juliet.
yo,
Dante?
Pete
They just, like,
Gronkowski's
yeah,
down at the
that's-
mall looking for you.
Is it Pete?
No, I don't know who the fucking names are. I think the Gronks, like, they had a chance there. They could have been the male version of the Kardashians if they went with the reality TV show.
Oh,
but
definitely.
the window's probably closed now, I
Probably.
think.
They have one brother who is like a Rhodes Scholar. Like, so there's 5 of them, and there's like 5 like the big meathead guys, and one of them's like a legitimate like genius.
The way I think of the Gronks, the Simpsons episode where Lisa is dummining, I think is the exact verb she used. But she's all worried because like she thinks she's gonna turn into Homer one day because she asked his gene pool.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And Bart, I want to say it was Bart and Homer, just are in the hallway with pots on their head and they just run into each other and they start laughing afterwards. That's what I imagine the Gronks did all growing up.
How many times do you think like trips to the ER were just like casual trips to
Exactly. Like they have their own little
just like
room.
trips to the grocery store. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, taking Gordy to get stitches again. You know, it's like that was probably just run of the mill Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the Gronks are great. They're the Gronks.
yeah,
Yeah.
I find them.
No,
you're
you're like overexposed. That's it.
I think that's
where you're
probably-
at.
yeah,
That's
like,
where you're at.
they're-
But they're lovable teddy bears. They're still great.
They're so lovable.
Yeah,
Overexposed.
That's it. You're overexposed.
probably.
That's all you're at.
Yeah, it's just like I'm a little tired.
You're overexposed.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
To me,
Yeah.
I'll go Mario and Luigi. So
That's what I was gonna do.
okay.
That was my heavy hitter. To be fair.
You want to trade?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Damn.
I love the Plumbers, and that's the thing. Like, I don't think that's like graphic chasing, because the Plumbers are great.
Mm-hmm.
I love Mario and Luigi. They're in like some of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked it up just to make sure that they were brothers because I was like, wait, I feel like we talked about this. They're twins.
Yeah, fraternal twins.
Fraternal
yeah.
twins.
didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I feel like it came up somewhere.
Waluigi. Someone had Waluigi. Waluigi's
What'd you say?
Waluigi. Waluigi.
Because it's like Wario.
Oh. I thought you were just mispronouncing Luigi. And I was like, what is happening
no,
over
it's
there?
like-
You having a stroke?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I could be having a stroke at all times. To be clear.
Yeah. So, yeah, that one, Mario Kart.
What?
I don't want to. Don't do it.
Wario is Mario. They're not evil twins. It's
You
not
mean
his evil
Wario?
twin. Wario. Yeah.
Wario.
No, see, that's wrong.
I know I'm making fun of him.
Yeah. Wario is, well, I say Mario sometimes just to fuck around. It's his childhood rival.
His aunt Mario.
His aunt.
So he's not like the evil brother.
What is it?
Aunt.
Say it.
Aunt.
Aunt. Mario.
Exactly how it's spelled. Aunt.
Fuck.
Because that's how everything works in the English language.
Sometimes. To me again. So
Yes.
everyone's
Yep.
good. Everyone. I mean, that's very
Yeah,
chalk. We
I
don't
mean,
have to
dude, Mario
break
Kart,
it
Mario
down. Yeah,
Party, like
yeah.
some of the best games of all time. And I don't know. The only
My
con,
first system.
the only con, this could be looked back at poorly if the new movie goes bad.
I didn't even know they're having a new movie.
Yeah, I don't like.
Oh, with Chris Pratt?
I
Yeah, it's
fucking
Oh, cancel
hate
that fucking
dude.
thing already. They should have hired some like Guido from Jersey who drives a garbage truck to voice Mario. Who's like, hey,
Yeah,
Chris
look at
Pratt
that.
is playing
Exactly.
Mario.
Yeah, dude, he
Yeah.
sounds like a fucking.
Yes.
I mean, listen, Chris Pratt, very successful.
I like Chris Pratt, but
movies,
not for that.
whatever. We're talking
Fine.
specifically for voice role. Fuck that. Come
Chris
on,
Pratt is
Chris.
fine. Turn that down, Chris.
You know what I mean? Though there's somebody out there
Big
who
Time
sounds
Tommy.
like Mario.
Give it to Big Time Tommy
Is
or
that
something.
cheese
Give
balls?
it to Ed.
No, I don't. It doesn't have to, give it to anyone. Give it to someone who.
Can't have Chris Pratt
It's
doing
me,
it.
I'm on.
Oh, yeah,
Fuck
get-
that. Give
yeah.
me like a.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah, dude. Give it to someone. Don't give
Getting
it to
angry.
fucking Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
What a bullshit casting movie that
And they
was.
they should have made it an R-rated movie then and gone down this path of like a really funny, dark Mario, not some light-hearted save the world bullshit.
Yeah. All right, Chief.
Have to Kennedys. Taking the JFK, RFK. I love the Kennedys. Always have, always will. And tie it into the plumber thing. That was like my great grandpa was supposedly their plumber in like South Boston in the 1920s. So that's always been like the family lore. Like we've always like, oh yeah, we all love the Kennedys. So from my my mom's side. So yeah, I love the Kennedys.
What do you say about their shit situation? 1-ply, 2-ply?
Well, they had multiple toilets, which was a big thing back
Oh,
then.
okay.
Right? You go
That
in,
is
you're
big.
served. Yeah, back then it was
yeah.
like you have
Tell
6
people
kids.
about the Cuban Missile Crisis, Ed.
Yeah,
And the Bay
Cuban
of
Missile
Pigs.
Crisis.
Cuban Missile Crisis.
Big Bay of Pigs. Big time.
Well, Bay of Pigs, they got fucked on that by the
Yeah,
CIA.
they did.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But yeah, great president, assassinated. Would have been a good president, assassinated. Sad story. But they are like American royalty, or they were. They were like our version of like Harry and Meghan and all those assholes over there.
Oh my God, I fucking hate them.
I know, me too.
I hate them.
But yeah, so I am a Kennedy guy. We've talked about it on Dog Walk 1,000 times. I had to take him.
Yeah, you're another one where just strategically, I think you could have got them later.
Yeah, but you know me. I go off my own board.
Yeah, but
I still have I still have a pretty deep board, and I still have my football one to go. So, well, I don't even know if I'm going to take them now.
no.
Yeah, my second football one, because like the Ryan brothers to me were the one.
Dave Kennedy's. Are you? Would you ever post the
No, I was gonna bring it up.
HD footage of this Zapruder film like Darren Rovell did?
to this day, the funniest thing. But people weren't pissed that he posted it. I mean, I'm sure some were, but it's just that it was Rovell. Everyone just had to hammer.
Well,
him.
I replied like this violates Twitter's terms
Yeah.
of service. like it most certainly did. You can't show a murder on Twitter, but he
just
did.
Jackie
Frame
Kennedy
by
getting
frame.
Did he
blood
take
and
it down or
brain
did
matter
Twitter remove it?
splattered all over?
I don't know. Because he did that. When year did he do that?
Like 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
It was a minute ago for sure.
All right, White Sox, Dave.
I'm going with Eddie and Charlie Murphy. Eddie Murphy obviously steals the show of the two.
Yeah.
And Charlie Murphy, rest in peace, he died a couple years ago. One of the all-time great skits.
Yeah.
We just drafted an SNL shit the other night. Obviously, it's not SNL, but another skit show.
You can say Chappelle.
Chappelle show.
Yeah, it's like the real Hollywood stories.
Yeah,
right?
the real Hollywood
yeah.
stories with Prince.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way he can tell a story, and that's a skill.
Mm-hmm.
Is just unmatched. And I think it was cancer, right? He died of Charlie. That is.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it was cancer, but it's the Murphy brothers, two all-time comedic geniuses.
Yeah, and I don't even think Charlie Murphy like did it on purpose. Like he was working security for Eddie Murphy.
Right.
He was in the Navy, things like that, and then he found his way through like these different connections and ended up on Chappelle's show. And like you're right, like they had and the Rick James, like those
so
were all
funny.
the Charlie Murphy things. So like I feel like those are probably the two most famous skits from Chappelle or up there.
White black supremacists.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch, but they're definitely.
But those are those are in the
two.
mix. Yeah, and yeah, he was awesome.
Fuck your couch.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking funny, and they're true stories too. Like those aren't
Allegedly.
not well.
Yeah.
Prince was not Prince. Rick James was on it
Yeah.
talking about how it actually happened.
Right, but then he like recanted later too.
Did he?
Yeah, he was like,
I don't know. I hope they're real. I hope he did get dirt on his couch.
Yeah.
And just beat the shit out of him. I just started wailing on his legs. But Charlie and Eddie Murphy.
yep.
Eddie and Charlie Murphy, off the board. All right, it's to me.
Just say it.
What?
Take it.
Take what?
I don't know.
Well, you guys tell me. Dale and Brennan.
You know, I liked the movie when I saw it. I don't love it as much as other people do. It's just when I talk about it, then people shit on me for like, come on, dude, it's a great movie. Step Brothers is celebrated, objectively one of the best comedies of its decade.
David?
John C. Reilly went to my high school.
I think of all the Will Ferrell movies where he's a lead, that's probably the best or one of them.
Wow.
I think I don't hate the movie like I hate other Will Ferrell led movies. But I understand that people fucking spooge their pants over it. But it's definitely draftable. I wouldn't have taken it, but I understand. If it would have gone in the first round, I don't think many people would have betted an eye. So it's a good pick.
You're thinking.
No, it's a good pick. It wasn't on my list, but it's a good pick.
I think the funniest parts of those movies are the music video.
I actually share a similar take to Dave on a lot of Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
I'm just
You're talking like Jackie Moon and shit like that.
yeah. And like
really...
I'm not saying he's unfunny at all. Like he obviously that's a fucking far from the case. I really like Elf. I like Night at the Roxbury. I think, but just the other movies,
one
like
with Dick
the other
is
movie,
so bad.
the other
and Screaming is horrible. Yeah.
The other movies I just never got into. But I think Step Brothers is really funny. I really like it. I think it's a great movie. I think him and John C. Reilly are great. And I think Dale and Brennan are, they speak for themselves as like two classic 2000s characters that people love. And I don't know. When you say Step Brothers, you think of them. So Dale and Brennan is my third round pick.
Well, do you have to take the other shithead brother too?
Oh, dude, fuck that guy. Actually, but like,
Put him
That
on the
guy's
gra-
like the
Can't
funniest
Jack
guy
put
in
him
the
on-
movie.
He is.
he's a great part
He's
of the
a great
movie.
character,
He is. He's
When they're in the
great-
treehouse, he's like, "This is like masturbating in a time machine," and then he pops his head up and he just fucking punches him.
You're so flat. You're so flat.
Oh, in the ride,
In the car,
That's a great scene.
It's a great scene. Yeah.
Was that kid? Was he actually singing? I've never looked that up. Because that kid had pipes. The
I don't
little
know.
10-year-old kid, the son.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, Carl.
I'm surprised this made it back to me. I'm taking the Blues Brothers.
Oh,
Taking the Blues Brothers.
great
here.
pick.
Jake and Elwood.
Iconic.
Just completely slipped my mind. Or
Really,
else
I
would've
thought
taken-
for sure.
Oh,
you
that's
were, I
definitely-
thought for sure you were third round, Ed.
It
Slipped
slipped
my
my
mind.
mind too.
Or else I would have taken him.
Yeah.
Right.
That was towards the top of my board.
They're probably first round. Brothers.
I would say.
Easily, I would have taken him if
Yep.
they didn't have
That
slipped
was
my mind.
stupid. That was an oversight.
Big,
They
big
saved the
oversight.
orphanage, Jed.
Big oversight. Great fucking music. Great guys.
You
Except
ain't
one
nothing
did
but
Tom.
a hound dog, crying all the time.
Good movie. Do you want John Goodman? Blues Brothers 2000?
No.
Jim?
Yeah. Put that on the graphic, please.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming now. It's already coming.
Keep it up, buddy.
What?
Blues Brothers 1980. Hey, good band.
Yeah.
Go to your music app. Play some Blues Brothers.
And John Belushi went to my high school.
There you go.
You're right.
You like
you're right.
that?
And Jim.
Good
and Bill.
good find there in the third round. I'm pissed at you. You had that on your board and you didn't take it?
No. I mean,
See, that's the thing
It's-
about these. Sometimes like it's hard to just
I think it's
you
more
just-
near and dear to us because of where it took place than on a national level.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
it's still a
depends
classic
on-
movie. Everybody loves it.
Look, if Rear Admiral retweets the poll, then we then that's a good boost for Carl.
That is definitely a good boost for Carl, for sure. There's no denying that.
Is that a shot? Is that a shot at RA?
Was RA mad at you
he's
the other
old.
day?
No.
No.
Why?
Because Chief called him old.
I called him 1,000 years old in one of our drafts. No, I love RA.
That's a shot.
Yeah, no, it was a shot, but he gets it. He's fine.
Chief's just happy that he can be the one not being made fun of for being old for once. That
You know
plays
what?
into it.
That's probably part of it for sure. Yeah,
How old are you again?
36.
You probably should start saying 37. You're closer to 37 than you are to 36.
Yeah, I'm not going to accelerate that. 37 feels like a pretty old number.
Yeah, it does.
It's a lot.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
lot worse than 36.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
All right, Carl, you're up again, 4th round.
I'm going to go Bash Brothers, Mighty Ducks 2. Bash Brothers, Mighty Ducks 2. Portman and fucking the big slap shot motherfucker.
I haven't seen the D2 in so long, and I
Fulton Reed.
Yeah.
Fulton Reed. Portman
Yeah.
and Fulton Reed. You haven't seen him. When's the last time you saw him?
Is that the one where they
It's
quit?
so long.
I won
And they
our
went to the-
sports movie draft because I
No,
took
that
Mighty
was
Ducks
D3.
to first
Okay.
overall.
Yeah, no, I love those fuckers.
They're not brothers. They're like
Okay, we
friends.
don't have to take them.
you can take 'em.
We
No.
don't have to take them. I don't need to take them. There are brothers I could take, fictional brothers. That'll if that's. I want to have good conversation. If it's going to go down this path where
I
it's
don't
like I
care.
haven't seen the movie in forever, I don't care.
I mean, those were like. I mean, they turned the tide of that whole tournament. They
Yeah,
raised
they-
morale. They started beating the shit out of people. I can't remember what game that was, but they like turned the World Junior Games or whatever it was.
I want to say it was Trinidad and Tobago where
I
they
don't think they
started
would
slow
bully
and
them.
sloppy.
I don't think they would bully them, but then they had the other kid come out with like the lasso. It was quite the scene that game.
Now we don't. If you think it's outside the spirit because they're not technically brothers.
I'm okay with it.
I think I am too,
I am okay with it.
but it has
I'm
to be
okay
said that
with
they're
it.
not actually brothers.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
explain. I haven't seen that movie in so long. Explain.
Brothers not birthed, but by deliberate choice.
Okay.
But like Band of Brothers,
The ATO
those
crew.
guys are brothers, even though they're not brothers.
They would
I don't
say they're
know. I don't know
brothers,
if
yeah.
playing on a weekend tournament team makes you a brother.
Okay.
That's my point. It's more of a nickname than a.
It's fine. Again, guys, I have a whole list here. If it's outside the spirit, I'd be more than happy to run through a number of options here. Number of them. I got plenty of great brothers. I want to have kind of like a movie. I mean, the Blues Brothers are more of like a brand, but like a specific. These guys are from the movie. Dave, the Bash Brothers originated in 2. In Mighty Ducks 1, there was a heavy hitter guy named Fulton Reed who was a slap shot,
Yep.
kind of a delinquent, big kid, wasn't in school, was
Couldn't
like beating
skate.
kids up at the mall. And so they're like, oh, but this guy has a fucking crazy good slap shot. So he shows up, he plays, they teach him how to play hockey in the first movie. Now in the second movie, the premise is Gordon Bombay has coached this team to the Minneapolis-St. Paul local championships out of nowhere. He must be one of the best youth hockey coaches in the country. So Team USA goes to Gordon Bombay and they say, hey, we're sponsored by Hendricks. We want you to coach the Team USA team. So he goes, I want to bring my Ducks in. And they go, fine, you get to bring in half your team, but then you got to go get a bunch of other kids to play with your team. And so he matches up Portman with Fulton Reed, who's this badass kid from Morgan Park in Chicago. And then they get in there and they like beat up the other kids, and they're the brothers and they wear bandanas and they're just like the cool guys.
I'm sitting there, went by the Bash Brothers.
And they're like, yeah, the Bash Brothers.
I'm in. I don't veto.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
They were together for a week. That's what I'm saying.
This is.
So
Just say, hey,
but I
it's
will
fine.
let you take it back if you want to take it back.
It's
Do you
fine.
want
I'm
me to
not-
take it back?
No,
yeah,
I
I'll
don't
take it
want-
back. If you
I'm
want me to
not-
take it back,
I
I'll take because I don't want. No, I don't
I'm
want
not
even.
vetoing
I
it.
don't. I
I'm
know,
just
but I don't
saying.
want. I don't want stink.
I don't
stink.
I don't think
But
there's
that's
stink.
I don't want an asterisk.
And can I
I don't
tell you
want
something?
stink all
Can I
over
tell you
this.
something too?
What?
They were on my board, so I was going to try it as well at some point. If potentially, I don't know if I was going to draft them then.
But they made your listen. And there's other BB. Like there's other. I got to pick. You want me to pick again?
I would keep him, but it's up to you.
You want to sit here and talk about it for another 15
No,
minutes?
no. 10.
Are you telling me what
Nine.
is the ball in my court?
yeah,
it's in
it's
your
the next
court.
pick.
Yeah.
7.
No, I've already made 2 picks.
6.
So you're keep.
Oh, no,
you
no, no,
did.
no,
No.
I did. I'm not. No, I'm taking away Bash Brothers.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
taking it away.
Okay.
I do or don't want it. I don't want it.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm taking the Corleones.
Okay.
The deepest, most well-rounded group of brothers. You got a guy who's like technically like adopted into the family with Tom. A whole range. You got the fucking rat Fredo who's out hustling and a pussy. Obviously, Michael, most legendary fictional leader I can think of.
One brother killed the other brother.
That's because he tried to kill him.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. It's a crazy family. And then obviously Sonny. As a group of boys. It's a wild,
A rambunctious group.
yeah. No, I mean, then we're getting the Kennedys and stuff. A lot of people could say. Fictional group. Corleones.
You're right, though. They did. You do get Fredo.
Yeah. Hostile brothers. He's at the bottom of Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, but like the group, it's like I get the whole catalog.
You do.
I get the catalog. It's the Corleone brothers. They're
You got Sonny, who was known as being the bad Don. He got murdered. Michael, who killed his brother.
yeah.
But it's like if you get like if you get like RC's catalog, you get like RC, that's nice. You get Dr. Pepper, that's nice. But then if you get Diet Right, that weighs you down.
I don't.
Nobody
What's
likes
the
Diet Right.
what is the exact objective here? It's just drafting
Brothers.
brothers.
Yeah.
They're legendary. They're probably
Yeah.
the most legendary group of brothers I can think of in a fictional space, and in the broad range and in the story.
I think I can think of one more.
Yeah.
But they have something in common with your brothers. Murder.
Okay.
Maybe I'll save it for honorable mention.
Maybe.
Okay. The Corleone brothers.
Corleones. All right.
Off the board.
Fredo.
All right, to me. I'm going to take 2 badass motherfuckers. I'm going to take the Klitschko brothers.
Ooh.
Vitaly and
That
Vladimir.
is a good one. Fuck.
a
I didn't
great
think
one.
of that either.
Oh, they were on my list.
2 bad motherfuckers. They
Which one's with the girl from?
they're no longer together.
Okay.
So
One of
Hayden
them's the mayor of Kiev.
Yep, Hayden Panettiere dated one of them from Remember the Titans.
And then she dated
Nashville.
Shaq, I believe, after that.
Did she?
What?
I think she had a relationship with
She
Shaq.
likes the big boys.
Apparently. And she's like 4 feet tall, I'm pretty sure. Imagine that. We're all imagining that as we speak. I'm almost positive. I'm almost positive on this one.
Wait, what?
I really hope this is true now.
I don't
Dave.
think you're right, Dave. I'm not seeing that anywhere.
I could have.
Dave was jerking off last night, and
Nah, I don't. Shaq almost beats.
Her and one-on-one.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
I
I
think
could have
you're-
swore I remember
damn.
hearing that, though.
You're rarely wrong, so I don't.
Yeah, no.
I
This
don't
is,
think you'd get this wrong. Oh my God, Dave.
Wait a second. Oh no, never mind. Nah, yeah, Dave, you're wrong. You're just wrong.
Yeah, I'm probably just wrong. That's fine. But that's okay.
But you did make me think of that visual. Of Hayden
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
And Shaq.
Yes,
so,
I did.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Dave. Okay. All right. Obviously, the fun fact about the Klitschko brothers is they're both fucking dominant. They were both champs, right?
I believe so,
At one
yeah.
point,
Yeah.
they were both champs, and their mother made them swear that they would never fight each other, so they never fought.
Yeah.
Interesting. Happy to have them in the 4th round, the Klitschko brothers. White
they
Sox.
couldn't fight professionally.
Yeah,
Against each other, yeah.
against each other. Yeah, so they never. And that was like always like what everyone wanted to see.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Let's see the Klitschko brothers in the ring. And
That
nope,
fucking mother.
nope. That fucking mother. You don't usually hear that. You usually hear
That
that.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Pig Latin.
Yeah, they're on the front lines in Ukraine right now.
Damn.
Bad motherfuckers.
Yeah,
They're
bad
gonna
motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
White Sox, Dave.
I'm going to go with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was my, like for children's brands, that was my favorite thing when I was Secrets of the Ooze. That was my favorite movie. I would watch that movie on repeat. As soon as that VHS was done, I'd hit rewind and start it over.
Secret of the Ooze was awesome.
It was so good.
Remember the song, Vanilla Ice?
Oh, yeah. It was Ice Ice Baby, wasn't it?
Go Ninja, go Ninja,
Yeah, go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
Yeah. Needed that at the end of that.
I
Super
wanna watch
Shredder?
it. Yeah, the Super Shredder. Mm-hmm. The Rat. It was kind of scary.
Splinter.
Master Splinter.
That was my next pick, so I'm kind of bummed. But I love the Ninja Turtles too. I was a Ninja Turtle for Halloween every year from like ages 4 to 7.
I was it as well. Growing up, a few times I would get the the green. I was the orange turtle, Donatello, I believe, right?
No, the orange is Michelangelo, and you are Michelangelo.
I would get a top to a garbage can, the green garbage cans, and that was my shell. And my dad drilled holes in it and like had
Pretty
a rope.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, worked.
yeah,
Yeah.
You still thinking about Shaq and Hayden Panettiere?
a little bit. Well, now I am. Now that you mention it, fucking split her in half.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, he's 7'2".
Yes, he is, Dave. Yes, he is. Oh man. Teenage Mutant. That's great value in the 4th, Dave. Nice pick.
Thank you, Edward.
Chief.
All right, now I have to pivot away from the Ninja Turtles. I'll take Corey and Eric from Boy Meets World. Great kid show. Great. Was that on
Disney?
No, I thought it was on. Was it like TGIF, like the ABC? I can't remember what channel that was.
I think
on.
it was.
Yeah,
I think it was.
So Corey and Eric, like the classic older brother, younger brother dynamic, growing up in the 90s and 2000s. Like that was one of my favorite shows growing up, and I wanted Ninja Turtles, so I'll settle for that.
They were on my board.
Yeah,
I like the Matthews, but I took Boy Meets World in the TV comedies draft, the sitcom draft, or whatever. I like Boy Meets World a lot. Just good old boys.
yeah.
Good old boys. Good old Philadelphia boys.
Man, this is my last pick.
There's good brothers in that show too.
Yeah, there is.
What?
Isn't Sean and like or isn't there like another group?
Sean
There
had
is.
a brother?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I'm pretty
that.
sure.
Now wait, are we talking about the characters or this? Wait, the whole time I was thinking of the boy who played, like Corey Matthews. Who is that?
That's Ben Savage.
So it's
Yeah.
not the Savage. It's not Savages.
No.
I'm
Okay.
taking the fiction.
That's where I was thinking.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
of the Savage Boys.
Okay.
Still available.
No, yeah, you know. Well, Ben Savage is he's canceled.
He is?
Yeah.
Ben or Fred?
No, Fred Savage is
Fred is,
canceled.
okay.
Yeah, Fred is not Ben. Sorry.
Okay. I didn't know that either, though.
Yeah.
They're actually not available.
5th round, Chief.
I feel like we could go like 7 rounds.
Don't fuck up.
We could.
I'll take Tyrion and Jamie.
Yeah, that was such an easy 5th rounder.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't love it. I feel like I really wanted the Ryan brothers, and I really wanted the Ninja Turtles. But Tyrion and Jamie, great show. Carl's doing a deep rewatch.
Ponder.
I'm cracking my neck.
Deep
The deep rewatch.
deep
that's true.
rewatch.
And I rewatched season 6 like 3 times. Who's got questions?
What do you got on Tyrion and Jamie?
Love Tyrion. Jamie's a great commander of that army, prancing around on that horse.
He looks good in that armor.
It kills me that he got his hand cut off. It kills me because I just want to see that character flourish and be in the middle of these conflicts as like a leading, dominant person. But it just
Helped him grow as a person.
yeah, well,
Maybe it made him feel connected to his brother because now they both have a little bit of a disability.
Jamie loves Cersei so much, and she's such a vicious bitch.
She's
like the
biggest
most
bitch
evil
that-
person
of all
period.
time.
Yeah. She has one redeeming quality, and that's that she loves her kids. That's it.
Yeah, one of those kids is Joffrey Baratheon.
Yeah,
I know.
That's not. There's nothing endearing about loving Joffrey Baratheon or the little fucking pud that took over him that jumped out the window.
He's such a pussy.
What
He
a
was.
fucking pussy!
What was
Who
his
was
name?
that?
Tommen.
Tommen.
Yeah.
That's right.
Now they recasted
Tyrion,
Tommen
Tommen.
Baratheon
Tommen
with the
Baratheon?
kid who played Martin Lannister, who got killed by the Karstarks. So Martin Lannister was a squire. They captured Martin Lannister, and then the Karstarks wanted to kill him because the Karstarks got killed by the Lannisters. And he said no, so then Karstark went in and killed Martin Lannister. Then they recast the actor who played Martin Lannister as Tom Baratheon. A lot of recasting in that show.
There was, yeah. Who was the guy
It confused the fuck out of me. The dude that's banging
Dario.
Yeah, Dario.
Yeah.
Cause it's not even like they tried to make him look similar. It was like one dude's like beautiful with luscious blonde hair. The other guy's like rugged with a big ass beard.
They should have done the second
hair.
guy first. The first guy is not believable at all as like a rugged second son. I told you it was a deep rewatch.
I don't know why, but I can't. When I watched, what was it, Fire and Ice, Song of Fire and Ice? What's the new one?
Dance of Dragons?
Dance of the Dragons.
House of the Dragons.
House of the Dragons. I could not keep the family straight. Like, who's with who and what's going on. Like, I had a very hard time following that plot. There's way more families and way more people in original Game of Thrones. I had no
because
issues.
I think they're all in different areas, which helps.
Maybe.
Like different parts of Westeros and Essos.
That is fundamentally a better part of Game of Thrones than the one that they just did. Is they just jump around all over the place.
Yeah.
All right, White Sox, Dave.
Know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go with the Hanson brothers.
Oh,
I had Mbop on my list.
Okay,
Mbop.
I was gonna say which one?
The football one.
No. I fucked up.
I'm going with the Mbop guys.
The hockey one.
God damn it.
There's Hanson hockey players.
Slapshot, the movie.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I saw it a couple years ago. I've seen
Hanson
it.
still tours. They still record.
Do they really?
Yeah, I worked with a girl, really nice, good salesperson, very good professional, and we were around the same age. She was married, young kids, and her favorite fucking thing to do was like go to Hanson concerts and follow Hanson. She just loved Hanson.
And
was like, I know that you think no, it wasn't like well, I mean, now I say it does sound weird. It wasn't that weird though, because it was like her favorite band. She's like, they've really transitioned, and if you followed them, like they've got a good career. And
same lady who wanted to get lunch at Rainforest Cafe.
Different lady, same company. That was a funny day.
They're not coming to Chicago in 2023 yet.
But you see they are touring, right?
Yeah.
Define. You don't like them though, Dave.
Hold on. I got it's titled running playlist, but it's just become a playlist of songs that I like.
They're on it. Mbop's on there.
Mbop's on there.
Well,
Cool,
good, Dave.
upbeat song.
Good.
Yeah, when you hear that little intro guitar lick,
It's a good song. It's a good
fuck
song
yeah, it's
for
a
sure.
good song, and it's never gotten old to me. If I hear that at a bar or something, if someone's throwing it on the touch tune set, I'm like, fuck yeah.
I have that same thing where I'm like, what is this song? This is a great song. And then I remember that's Hanson's Brothers. I'm like,
Yeah. It's the Hanson brothers.
Yeah, but like if it's just like, if I don't remember it's the Hanson Brothers, I enjoy it more for some reason.
Why?
I don't know.
They had one other song, I forget the name of it, that was like pretty popular, but talk about one-hit wonders for the most part. Mbop's just like...
Yeah, no, it was a jam.
It was the song for a hot minute.
They're recognizable. It'll do well for
Yep.
you on the on the graphic, I think, too. All right, to me, fifth rounder, I got to show these guys some respect. They built, as a kid, I think Dave will respect this pick. They built one of my favorite franchises when I was younger. It really fell off, though, and I'm going with the Wayans brothers. Scary Movie 1 and Scary Movie 2. I just fucking loved it so much.
Do it, Ed. Talk about the hand.
The hand, Hanson, the guy from fucking Scary Movie.
I stuffed the shit out of it.
Just an
Did it with
absolute
a good hand.
That's my strong hand.
That's a strong hand.
My germs. Unbelievable white chicks. Just so many fucking like powerhouse duo 90s 2000s.
Oh yeah, they were a powerhouse in the 90s for sure. What are they up to these days?
They got to be doing something.
Yeah, they got to be doing something, right?
Whether they had the Wayans brothers sitcom, I think they were on In Living Color, right? I think yes, they were on In Living Color. Yeah, Wayans brothers were great. Oh, there's multiple Wayans. Actually, there's more than just the two from Scary
There's
Movie.
Marlon and Sean.
There's Damon Wayans too. He was
Damon.
Big. He was big.
Omar Epps was with them.
So yeah, I don't know. Fifth rounder, but gotta pay my respects to the Wayans brothers.
Don't be a menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood's a great movie.
He's got a movie coming out called Air Jordan.
Okay.
So see what that's about.
Weren't they in another basketball movie where
Above the Rim, which is a very
where he died like dunking and he got electrocuted
I don't
something?
know that one. I was
Was that them?
talking about the one with Tupac was in it too. It was Above the Rim. It's a good movie.
One he like became a ghost and it was kind of like Angels in the Outfield, like he was watching over his brother.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What was the name of that movie? It's like deep in the Wayans brother catalog. I forget, but whatever.
I think
Are you
it was
talking
Above
about
the Rim.
Like Mike. No, Above the Rim is not that.
No.
Above the Rim
The
was
Sixth
like,
Man.
Is that what I'm
Sixth
talking
Man,
about? The Sixth
yeah.
Man, yeah.
All right, the Wayans brothers. All right, Carl, Mr. Relevant.
I was to say the movie I'm thinking of is Celtic Pride with Dan
Oh,
Aykroyd
Yep.
That's a
and Daniel
very
Stern.
famous movie.
They kidnap Damon Wayans.
Yeah, I think that they kidnapped.
But that's what you having to think about that just shows that they're like a package deal, like they're the Wayans brothers. You never know which one's which. I don't know.
It's a heavy basketball catalog then.
Aykroyd and Stern, good combo.
Great family. Great fucking powerhouse family. Damon Wayans, you're right. Mr. Relevant.
Let's do it. Let's go to Gary, Indiana. Let's take the Jackson brothers.
Ooh.
Jackson
What do we
5.
say, huh?
I was just talking about the Jackson
We'll
5
sing, we'll dance.
yesterday. So anybody who's ever worked in retail or at a restaurant or in those general industries can empathize with me here. I fucking hate the Jackson 5. When I worked at Arrowhead, which is a golf course out in Wheaton growing up, they had the same 40 songs on loop, and like 5 of them were Jackson 5 songs, so I would hear them every 20 minutes for like 4 or 5 straight. It like makes my skin curl hearing the Jackson 5 now. Because
I love the Jackson 5.
I know everybody does. And I used to like the Jackson 5 too. It's Michael Jackson, one of the all-time great performers. I just can't do it anymore. Just hearing the same songs on loop over and over.
I feel like it's
Baby, give me one more chance.
great wedding song too.
I can't do it. I just cannot do it.
I'll be there.
They killed the Jackson
That's
5
a good
for me.
one.
I love I'll be there.
That's a great song too.
Awesome. Good pick. Great, Mr. Relevant.
Yeah, because it's Jackson 5, so you don't have any like the later on baggage with Michael.
Yes.
That was a solo endeavor.
Yes.
The Jackson 5 brothers, you're clean. I think.
Yes. I think. All right, I'm going to run through them. Chief, Wright brothers, Mario and Luigi, Kennedys, Corey and Eric Matthews, Tyrion and Jamie Lannister, White Sox Dave, Shelby brothers, Gronkowski brothers, Eddie and Charlie Murphy, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Hanson brothers, Eddie, Undertaker and Kane, Rex and Rob Ryan, Dale and Brennan, Klitschko brothers, Wayans brothers, Carl, Bandit brothers, Manning brothers, Blues brothers, Corleone brothers, Jackson brothers. Honorable mentions, Carl.
Nothing.
No.
I got a bunch.
I got a ton.
My football one. I love the Stoops brothers. So Bob, who's the coach at Kentucky? Mark Stoops. Yeah, the other brother. So they had 3 D1 football coaches. They, to me, seem like the brothers I would most want to have like a Saturday beer with, like hang out with. The Espositos, Tony and Phil, both in the Hall of Fame. The Casal brothers. Cain and Abel. So that was like the Corleone reference where one brother just fucking killed the other brother. And I think the Batman and Joker are brothers too. Pretty sure. I have to go back and watch the Joker again. The end of that, it kind of alluded to.
No,
it.
they're not.
At the end of the Joker with
Nah, because the thing was like
the same dad.
that was an illusion. That was a lie. That was a lie the mom
Yeah, I don't
made
know
up
if they-
that
I don't
fucked with
think
the
they are.
kid because she had worked for Wayne Enterprises and was like, "Oh no, like
Am I
Mr.
misremembering
Wayne
that?
knocked me up."
They are not brothers.
and
They
so
never were.
she
Okay.
told the kid that she was that his dad was Bruce Wayne to pump him, or whatever.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne's dad was.
Yep, I misremember that.
Is that it?
That's it. Stasny Brothers, another
You know
hockey
what?
one.
I'm sorry, Gruden brothers. I thought that was a football you were going to talk
Jay
about.
and John?
Because like, they got funny
yeah, I
stories
forgot
about
about
kids
Jay.
like chasing each other with rocks.
Yeah, canceled though.
Johnny and Vinny Chase, Johnny Drama and Vinny Chase.
Oh, that's a good one.
Reese, Malcolm, and Dewey of Malcolm in the Middle. Dewey was fucking hilarious in this show. I wonder whatever happened to him. And a movie that Ed would absolutely love if he hasn't seen it, Tommy and Brendan Conlon. Have you seen Warrior? It's an Ed movie. It's, I think, the most underrated movie of like the last 10 years.
It's great. Joel Edgerton, is that his name?
Joel Edgerton, Tom Hardy, and then what's the fucking dad's name? He's very famous. Well, I'm blanking on his name. Whatever. Great movie. Mickey and Dickie Ward, same ballpark. Ninja Turtles. I got Ben and Casey Affleck, the Jonas Brothers, and then this one probably should have gone Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen.
I had the Afflecks. I got 4. I threw the Baldwins on there just because
They're such douches.
But it's
Yeah,
tough.
yeah,
It's like a good pick because it's the Baldwin brothers and it's a recognizable brand. But like, I challenge you to have a good conversation about them.
I know I like the one. Who's the one that did Backdraft?
Billy.
Was it Billy?
I think, right?
There's Billy, Bobby, Steven.
There's like a
Maybe it was
dozen of
Steven.
them.
Who's the one? I'm looking it up. I don't know. And the one has one of my favorite.
It was Billy.
It was?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was Billy.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like then Alex, like
Steven was his name in the movie though.
was it?
No, it
Pretty
was
sure.
Brian.
Was it Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Anyways,
So I don't know. I like that movie, and
It's a great movie.
yeah,
They're
and-
good actors. They're just fucking
yeah.
mega
And
douches.
one is one of my favorite tweets of all time. Did you ever see that tweet, Harry? You got to toss that on the screen I'll send it to you. But it's like Billy Baldwin. Yeah, so that's Billy's the one who tweeted. It was in Backdraft.
Billy was in Backdraft. Steven was Kurt Russell's
Yeah,
character.
Billy tweeted, and it's not like I don't know. Never mind. It's,
Say it,
maybe it's
goddammit.
me. He just tweeted like, just spent the last hour with my arms wrapped around my giant 6'4", 17-year-old son. No phones, no words, just silence, breathing, bonding. Best hour I've had in ages.
Jesus.
# grateful. It's like Jesus.
Oh my God.
Relax, dude.
Oh my god!
Fucking relax.
Come to dad.
That's a little.
You
I want
gotta
you to
put
clean
this
your
on
dinner
screen.
plate, and I want you to go upstairs and lay.
I think he deleted it too. With my giant 6'4", 17-year-old son.
Jesus Christ.
One of my favorite tweets of all time.
Felt so small
I've
and safe
never
in
heard
his
of that.
arms.
No, it's one of my favorite tweets of all
What year
time.
was that from?
2019. No phones, no words, just silence, breathing, bonding. Best hour I've had in ages. # grateful.
Honestly, that doesn't sound too bad to me.
No,
Hug-
there's
hugging
nothing.
your-
listen, there's nothing
Well,
wrong with loving your son.
That
at all,
part, yeah.
obviously.
Like, I'd want to
I mean,
be
being-
alone, ideally.
Cradled by your dad for
Yeah.
an hour.
All
at
right.
age
I feel like
17.
if you lose a bet, you have to hug somebody for an hour.
No, that's not what I
dad.
was getting at.
What were you saying then?
Just being alone,
But
and
they're
not
not.
talking. Well, not talking and not being on a phone for an hour. That's kind of nice.
Yeah,
All right,
like-
put your phone away and come into my warm embrace for an
yeah,
hour.
put your phone away and you have to hug someone.
No, I
for-
don't want to do the hugging part.
for someone who's 6'4".
I don't want to do
For
the hugging part.
for an hour.
How
dude.
tall is
Lance.
Lance?
Yeah,
Lance is sitting out there. He's 6'4". He's
Call,
giant.
call Lance in here.
Will you hug Lance for an hour?
I'm not hugging
Lance.
Lance at all. I'm not doing
you,
any
wouldn't,
hugging.
you wouldn't give him one hug?
No.
What if he-
What's
he's
Lance's
got-
first name?
Danny.
I was curious.
But yeah, there's just because that tweet and Backdraft, I threw that on there. I threw the Wahlbergs on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harbaugh's.
He did kind of get drafted.
Jim Harbaugh is endless content.
He's a.
Endless content.
I hate that fucking guy.
Yeah, and then
I hate his ass.
My last one, I just threw him on there, but can't take them out of principle because they spell Eddie wrong. Is Ed and Eddie. So, but that's it. I've never seen the show. Though.
Never seen the show either.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, one was Ed ED, the other one was Ed EDD, and the
And
other
one
one
was
was
ED.
ED.
What about Cat Dog?
ED.
Could that be drafted?
Okay, why?
Yeah, that's a good question.
They're
Two different
technically,
species,
like
though.
Siamese twins or something, right?
Different species, though.
Yeah, but I think they're brothers.
I think so.
Cat Dog.
I think they're brothers.
No mention of the Koch brothers, huh? Thought you guys would have some.
Yeah, I'm not really super into the Koch brothers, I would say.
No. My giant 6'4", 17-year-old son.
Billy and Cal.
All right, that's it. Carl, good luck, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for helping me with the topics and everything. 147, a lot of fucking snake drafts. Starting 9, that's just the socials for everything and whatnot.
Yeah. There's stuff coming on that, announcements. Just follow me on Twitter, and there'll be some announcements about what we're going to do. Very excited to get down, and good drafts. 147.
147. I think I got some big ones planned here. Hopefully 150 got something planned, and stick with it. We'll have some big ones here. So that's it. Thanks everybody for listening, and we'll see you all tomorrow.